13 seconds here.
You're fine. I'll stall him.
Okay.
Hi, guys. I'm stalling you guys. Steph's not here yet. Well, she's here, but she's over there, which is actually that direction. I don't know. How you guys tonight?
I'm north.
She's north. Oh, that's a good way to put it. She's north. So
I'm here.
She's here.
Just thinking I'm here.
She's here.
So
and you got a notification of some sort.
It's Alive with Steph and Eileen. Guess what?
We're here. So sorry for about, and we have Pat in our studio audience. She's going to be talking about some very exciting things, which is kind of what's back here. Ooh. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. I apologize. I actually I was telling Steph, I sent out the event like way late. Usually I do it several days in advance, but it just, this week kind of just was crazy. And so, yeah, y'all got it like maybe half hour ago.
Well, looks like Irene is already on there.
Hi, Missy, and you're on vacation. How's the vacation going? As if you could, as if you can like hear me and respond. Well, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. So
you have to type. And Jean is there, and of course Pat's here. So
Pat's here.
There's no extra benefit of Pat answering things.
No. So, and by the way, Irina, this is not. I did not make this, and I still haven't done measurements. So, she and I are working on a dress with. Let me show you. Ooh, let me show you the fabric. Because I sent her a picture of the fabric. I'm like, wouldn't this make a cute dress?
Oh, that ought to be good. Okay, I didn't make this either. That's okay. That's Nicara stuff. Yes, this is one of my transition days where I had like 3.5 seconds to change from one to the other. So, what should we do? Oh, announcements. So I'm hoping everybody had a wonderful time with Marty Michelle being here last week. I'm totally jealous for anybody who got to see her. One of our announcements that's coming up is on Friday and Saturday, August 5th and 6th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is the entire day we're open. Up in Iowa Falls, we are having another sidewalk sale. So 5th and 6th of August. It is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go through things. We're going to put things outside again, but everything's going to be cut inside. Not worth the trauma of trying to cut things outside.
No. And hopefully it won't be rainy like the last sidewalk sale we had. So this is actually somewhat of an impromptu citywide sidewalk sale.
Impromptu citywide. That's pretty
well.
So this is the ad, guys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have $5 a yard tables. We'll have 50% off tables. So
yeah,
still looking like we got all kinds of stuff going on.
I don't think this is the fabric. I think it was the more green one, but I can't find it, which might mean that we sold it. So
I don't know that we had a more green one.
I thought we did. I'll have to go back because I sent her a picture. But anyways,
she's
going to help me make a sundress out of this.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
I don't do orange when it comes to clothing, so that would never be.
It might be terrible, but that's okay.
I do very other. If Stan were here, it's blue. Let's face it. I can do a couple of coral things, but that's pushing it. So
you do look good in coral.
It just seems weird for me though, so I just always go with blue.
I was going to go look for a coral thing. Make sure eyes pop. So What else do we got going on? You're doing announcements.
I was just doing announcements. So this was the only announcement I had in front of me that I knew of.
Okay.
Other than we do have our poker run coming up, and that's August 10th through the 20th.
Yes.
If you're along I-80, now it's not all of I-80, and it's not
that's a list of shops.
All of I-35. It's sort of a quadrant, isn't it?
It is, but I see I cut off one of the shops at the top. So there's 7 total shops.
Well, we've got the anonymous shop at the top. We've got Quilters Cupboard in Ankeny. We've got Soviet in Jewel. We've got Crazy Redhead Quilting in Newton. We've got us. And where are we? Story City. And then we've got Off the Rails Quilting in Bondurant. We haven't talked about, I'm assuming that Barb
rainbows and calico things. Maybe that's what. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's
okay. And then we also have Mended Hearts.
Right.
So we actually have 3 right in our area. So it's a really convenient, quick little stop because you can get You can stop by here, hit there, and then go back down the interstate and
do our little loop.
Yeah,
we're
so
like,
it's a little bit of a trip.
We're kind of like a cul-de-sac, don't you think?
In our own little world. A cul-de-sac of Story City, Jewel, and Ellsworth.
Oh.
Iowa, if Iowa is a street, we are the cul-de-sac.
Or either that or the appendix.
That's removable.
Oh no, we don't want that.
Nor do we want to be gallbladder.
No.
I'll have to come up with another plan for that.
We're the heart.
There we go.
We're the heart.
We are the heart of Iowa. That makes sense because we've been called the heart of Iowa.
That's true.
Conference
That's
for
true.
our schools.
So there you go. Then there you go.
There you go. Okay, so what's
Lucky 7. That's what
Lucky
you were just
7.
talking about.
Yeah, that's all about getting cards and playing the game, playing poker, and we'll see how well that goes.
We may or may not know what we're doing yet.
Mostly may not.
But don't tell the other shops. Shh. We'll just keep that amongst ourselves.
Yes. Yeah, let's see here. We got 27 people on.
Oh,
so
you know what?
Letha and Shell.
Hey, Letha.
I haven't seen Shell forever.
Oh, Shell. Oh, hi, guys. I haven't even seen who's on our.
We got Casey, Irina, and Kristen. And
Irina. Let's see here.
Irina's talking a lot.
What are you saying?
And Megan.
Oops.
Okay.
There we go.
Megan's on because she wants to see her grandma. Okay.
All right.
Oh. Irina said something about, it was raining and so she had to go inside.
Oh. Well, you guys look like you're having a good time, so that's awesome.
Oh, she likes my shirt. It's work shirt. It's nothing more exciting.
It's work shirt.
Hello from my kitty.
Aletha.
Okay. I'll have to get those more detailed next time.
I think, Aletha, are you on vacation too? Because you weren't doing your Tuesday, Aletha and Sue. So, anyways.
Okay. Any other announcements we need to hit?
Unless we want to talk about iStash.
I think we should talk about iStash. We just had our iStash meeting this last.
What is iStash, Steph?
iStash is It's So Tempting Artists Sewing Happily.
Or sharing happily.
Or sharing happily.
Pat, what is it?
Sharing. Okay.
It's sharing.
I got most of the letters.
You did. You did better than I did. Cause
that's why you pulled up the sheet.
Items and knitting and
Right. And it's all artists. It's anybody who wants to share what they can do.
That's right. So what is the purpose of our iStash group?
Our iStash group is one of many ways for us to be able to do work with charities. Or clear out your stash to go to others so they can help with working with charities. I mean, it's whatever things, if you want to rotate your fabrics, we can have a fabric swap. Oh, look, that actually goes. And we've had that happen with a couple of people where they come in and go, that would be great for what I'm working on. So, we can make fidgets, we can make pillowcases.
What's a fidget?
A fidget is a fidget quilt. Quite often used for dementia patients, especially Alzheimer's patients. It can also be used for young children, depending on how big. And you can make it, yay by yay, specific directions, sizes. You can do whatever you want as long as things are sewn on very well. We have starter kits here.
We have a lot of starter kits.
So if you ever want to try and make one for, say, Bethany Manor, for the hospital, for anyone who actually needs it, stop by. We can help you get started. We even have the directions and how to and all that. So.
And if we had planned ahead and actually thought about it, I would have gotten the sample off the wall to show you what it looks like. But it's really stuck up there good.
Anymore.
No, it's on the back side. Oh,
no,
there.
I was going to grab
them. The kit.
But we have them in kits. So, I mean, really, it's not a difficult thing. It's just something that's started by the Ames Guild that we have sort of taken over the homing of.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems very popular. We haven't had Tori here to.
We kind of go in waves, kind of when the hospital or when Bethany Manor is requesting them, because I think they kind of dissolve, or not dissolve, but they get washed and they kind of fall apart after a while. So, or they send them home with people. If it's in the hospital, then they'll send them home with the app. Yeah. So, very, very cool. So
they're very nice items. But we also make things for everything from Quilts of Valor to Fonda
Freedom Quilt.
Oh, Freedom
quilts.
Quilts.
It's like brain. We also have
Project
Linus,
Linus.
and we've got Ryan Smiles. That's where
Yes.
all of these little
This
guys.
is, oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't even look at these. So this is our Kathy Sullivan. She is a prolific quilter and pillowcase maker. She's also a knitter. She used to own a yarn shop. But isn't this awesome? I love these. These are so cute.
And out of every yard of fabric, if you get 2 yards of fabric, you will get two
pillowcases.
Pillowcases doing the exact opposite.
Isn't that cute, you guys?
So you have one with the duckies on the edges and one with the duckies on the main part. So, I mean, it's a really good use of your fabric. And they do recommend that you wash these.
Yes. And you do the French seam style. Because basically it's going to go to a hospital for kids who are terminally ill, cancer, what have you. And this is cheers up the room, makes it nice and special. And this is nice and bright and cheerful. Yes. So that's wonderful.
Well, and if you have fabric, you never know what these are going to go for. So you may have fabric that you're like, oh, you know what? That's just not fabric I'm going to use anymore. Well, say it has spiders all over it. You know what? There could be some arachno-type child that...
Not real spiders, right?
Not real spiders, no. But it's Halloween fabric or something. Bring it in. Kids love that kind of stuff. Yeah. They do.
Glow-in-the-dark fabrics.
Oh, yeah. Always
We've got some of that here. I think construction and space fabrics. We've got some glow-in-the-dark fabrics, which are really fun.
Would be great entertainment.
And at Iowa Falls, we have glow-in-the-dark, like fairy, like, you know, Tinkerbell kind of fairy fabric there too. Cool. So that's really cute.
But yeah, anything that you think would be a lot of novelty. You can do your basic colors too, because we're dealing with kids age range from very young to teenagers. So anything is greatly appreciated. It's just something that's theirs.
And the best part about it is that once you start making pillowcases, you walk into a fabric shop and you're like, oh, I see pillowcases. And you start matching them up. It's like those 3-yard quilts where it's like, oh, that goes and that goes. And it's kind of addicting. So it's a lot of fun.
And you can do it without that extra
the piping.
The extra piping. But you can do it with it too. It just depends on, what you've got and what you want to do.
It's fun. So I wanted to show off some of Kathy's stuff because she's amazing. She brings in such beautiful things. And I don't know, I haven't really looked at the backs of these, but a lot of times she'll piece the backs, which are just
as cool as the fronts.
So if we want to show off her work, and I hope, Kathy, if you're watching, I hope you don't mind. I'm bragging on you.
Okay.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So this one is a lot of batiks. And this was from here, and a lot of these pieces were.
And if you guys wonder about the pattern, I have no idea. So ask, and we'll ask Kathy.
Yeah. And then the back was one of ours.
Oh, that's so pretty. That's a gorgeous batik.
Yeah. And this one's just pretty simple, just down the middle.
Down the middle. So I got that one. So that's very adult.
And then she has this one, which has some of our construction little guys on there. And
oh, that's cute.
So it's got the construction. She's got just little pieces from that whole line.
And this is a great size for an infant, tummy time for infant or
toddlers.
And then growing to a toddler.
Why? Because as a toddler, dun, dun, dun.
An adult too. It works.
It does work.
So she's got this cute polka dot on the back. And then she also did a really cute scrappy binding, which I love. I really love scrappy binding. It just, when you're not sure what color to use for your binding, go with scrappy. It just makes it fun.
It covers all of them.
Okay.
And then this one is just another fun color combination. This, you may not realize, but this was one of our wide backs here. You never know what color what to do this with. Well, this is the quilt that she did. So it's just a fun one.
Was that a square and a square?
Yeah.
Kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's an economy block.
An economy block. Okay. Pat says economy block.
Well, that's what Kathy said.
Oh, that's what Kathy said. Kathy.
It's
so
paper paste.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Very cool.
And no paper left.
So this one's super cute. And actually, let's show the back because this
Okay.
is really cool. I do like that back. That's really
So-
cute.
And that's just a really fun color. It doesn't go with your traditional quilts, but it does go really well when you get bright and exciting colors. So then this one was just her scrappy quilt. And this was, give you an example of the, you want the back first or last?
Last.
Okay.
Don't show it to me yet.
Okay. I'm not.
Surprise. Oh, this one's so cute.
So this is her scrappy quilt. So you can just picture, go through and you're like, oh, I remember using that one, or I remember what I did with that one. It's great fun just for people who are making them.
She's got florals on here. She's got kitty cats. She's got all kinds of things.
Yeah, there's a floral there. There's kitty cats there. There's another
And you
floral.
guys, this
Stars.
works. This quilt is absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're pulling fabrics together and you think, oh, these don't go, but all
Obviously,
fabrics
it does.
go. Then her
This is her back.
awesome scrappy back. Look at that. That is absolutely, and I love how she's using all grays and gray tone, the different gray tones,
Mm-hmm.
because the front side is very colorful and very wild, and this is very just monochromatic and black. It's just awesome.
She just fits all the pieces together, and there you go.
Bob's your uncle.
Just as much fun.
Very cool. All right, speaking of scraps,
Okay.
I had, don't trip.
Please
I
don't.
had a customer come in earlier this week, and she was talking to me. She's like, oh, I take all my scraps, even like the little tiny scraps, and like the scraps that Denise from Iowa Falls always says she's saving for her boys. So when she, they have to deal with it, and it's super funny when she says that. But she takes them and then she'll put them in like a mason jar, and then she'll give them out to her quilty friends. So I didn't have a mason jar. But this kind of gives you an idea. So you have something pretty that can go on a shelf or whatnot. And she calls it quilting jelly, because like when you put it in a mason jar, it's like jelly or jam.
Mm-hmm.
And then she also calls it a memory jar because, let's see, I got a notification here. We're going to cancel that stupid printer thing. Anyways, so she calls it a memory jar because when you look at it, you kind of remember, oh yeah, like you just said
Mm-hmm.
with hers, I remember doing that quilt. I remember this. Then Pat, I showed it to her, and she's like, oh, you know what? She calls that what do you call it? Quilt seeds. So you give them, like if you're working on a quilt and you don't have it ready to go for them yet, you give them the scraps of the quilt you're working on to whoever's going to get it. You say, these are your quilt seeds, and it's going to grow into a quilt. So that was pretty cute.
That is cute. So lots of things you can do with your extra unnecessary things that you wouldn't expect to be able to use.
And the reason why it's so funny is I said, oh, I'm going to steal that. Can I talk about that? And she's like, yeah, you're going to talk about it on your Facebook Live? So she follows us. So I didn't get your name. So if you're watching, please give us a shout out so we know who you are. So
Letha says she's on vacation.
Okay. See, I don't have anybody I have nobody chatting over here.
Megan says she's watching this in preparation for next week. If you're basing this on what you're going to start, you're in trouble.
Ooh. Ooh. So
We've got Amanda from Windsor Heights.
see, I have nobody chatting on this side. Nobody chatting.
I got all the talking people.
I know. You got all the chatty people.
Michelle just says hi.
Hey.
Hi, gals.
Okay. So remember last week, I showed you guys that stripology pattern.
Stripology star.
Was it the stars or was it the week? Was it last week I did that?
I don't know. That was a long time
That
ago.
was a long time ago. Anyways, I was wanting to get down the little crib quilt that I had finished with all the bright colors, and I did this time. So I just want to show you guys so you kind of get the full effect of what that would look like in a cute little crib size quilt. And
So
that's
it's all about the lights and the darks.
6 blocks right there, you guys. So super fast and easy. If you don't know what we're talking about, make sure you head out back to our Facebook page and then go and look at last week's show.
And if not, look at the week before. Because we don't know.
I don't know.
Welcome to our
Yeah,
world.
yeah. It's all a blur. It's all a blur. Okay, you guys. So the question of the week is, do you or have you ever done a block of the month? And if you have, did you like doing it? And with that, Pat, are you ready? Are we ready for Pat?
I think we should. I'm ready for Pat.
So let us know if you've ever done a block of the month. And if you don't know what a block of the month is, it's a quilt that you put together you get one block pattern per month, and maybe there's like 4 blocks in the whole quilt, but you just get that one block per month. And we have been talking about this beautiful block of the month, Emma. It's a 12-month long thing.
It's a quilt that doesn't have as much pressure because you don't have to do it all at once.
No.
You're doing this much every month.
Exactly. And so Pat is going to be leading it here at Story City, and I'm going to be leading it at Iowa Falls. And I'm sighing on this one because we have been waiting forever for the fabric to come in. It was supposed to come in like March or April, and it's been back ordered like 3 times now.
It's been at least 3 months since we were supposed to have had it in the stores.
We got the first part of it, so it's supposed to come in 2 waves. We got the first wave in. However, they shipped the wrong. They shipped
color combination
of 2 of the bolts. So we just sent those back. They're supposed to be sending us the corrected ones soon. Pat and I are gonna, and Megan, we're gonna pull Megan in, and we're going to create kits and get that going so we can be ready for our August block of the month. So Pat,
it was supposed to start
in May. It was supposed to start in May, so we're just a little behind. So Pat's here today, and you color matched.
I do.
That.
Goodness
If
gracious.
anybody who follows Pat Sloan, it's red, everything red. Well, today it's blue, everything blue. Except you.
Except me. Oh, you guys are...
Pat and I, look at us. We even coordinate.
I did not get the
Look
memo.
at that.
I
No, you did
get the
not.
memo.
Well, normally you're the one that sends the memo, so.
So we are finally doing Emma. And this is what we're doing for the first month. Make 2 of those. I got a cricket. It's gorgeous fabric.
Gorgeous.
Just gorgeous.
It's batiks, by the way, guys.
And there's one solid black because it's a deep, rich black, and batiks are hard to get that way. So there's only one that isn't. So that's our block. So you got some time, but not a lot. Clean your machine. Please clean your machine. Don't use canned air, because what that does is it pushes the dust in where you'll never get it out. And then Dwayne can clean it out. But no, don't use canned air. You can vacuum. That's good for it. Oil it if your machine takes oil. Not all machines do. You got to read the book. So get your machine clean. Get new needles.
Don't you wish you could have like a squeegee for the inside of your machine? You can just kind of like squeegee that thing out.
A little bit of brush.
A little bit of brush.
Little bit of brush.
Squeegee.
Needles.
Q-tips.
Got to put a new needle in. I happen to like Schmetz. I think they're the best needles around. And I do not get any money from them. With the batiks, I would say use an 80-12. And the shop does have the chrome ones. I have not tried these. So it'll be a new experience for me.
Now, you're using the Microtex. She's using the Microtex needles. So
Microtech, a top stitch would work, but a Microtech is a really sharp point. And batiks can be tough. And an 80-12 will make just the right size hole. Batiks do not get rid of the holes once you start punching away. So try your 80-12 thread. I'm an Aurifil gal. Sorry that you have Quilter Select. I did experiment with that, and I do like it. It is a nice thread, but I'm an Aurifil gal. And the shop has, it's called 2612. That's the color number. It's going to work beautifully with your Emma. So if you need to buy thread, come in. We've got it set aside for you guys so you can purchase it. But this is going to be a beautiful thread for it. And you only need one color. This is a 50 weight, which is what I like to piece with. So get yourself some thread. Believe it or not, you will unsew occasionally.
Except for Aletha. Aletha doesn't have that issue.
Oh, well.
Really?
Okay.
Nice to be that perfect.
Well, I stocked up and I have several of these. They do wear out. People don't think about getting new seam rippers. Love the Clover with the white handle. So if you need a seam ripper, come in and get it. And it is not Jack the Ripper. We're frogging because we rip it.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody comes in and wants a frog, you're looking for your Clover seam ripper. I cannot function without a purple thing, and it is a thing, not a thing. It's a stiletto. You can use it. It has a 1/4-inch mark on it.
I think if you YouTube it, if you guys go out to YouTube and YouTube the purple thing, I swear there's 24 or 30 different uses that they talk about on there.
It's fantastic. It is.
I don't know. Are they even talking about the weaving on there? Because I mean, that's another whole category.
Yeah, which is on backward.
Yeah,
but I gotta have one. I know people use metal stilettos. I am scared to death to have anything metal near my needle because I'm gonna hit it.
And don't use your shoes.
Huh?
Stilettos? Shoes?
Oh.
That's a groaner, people. Get a purple thing. Very inexpensive. If you need one, you need more than one because I've got them all. You'll do some marking of lines to do like your half square triangles. And I have just fallen in love with the Sew Line fabric pencil. Love those. I have the black and I have white. Love it. Beautiful line. Comes off easily. Love it, love it, love it. And of course you need your rotary cutter. New blades, people. New blades.
Your rotary cutters. So she's all like, whoa.
You bet.
Get yourself
I'm headed out the door.
Get yourself a good Quilter Select one. And like if you guys saw my my live I did earlier in the week, I spoiled us. I decided it's time we break out our own 60
or 60
because we've got like one of the the other guys down in the drawer that we've been using, and I started using. I'm like, you know what? We deserve a Quilter Select 60 millimeter one in the shop.
Well, and if I ever get around to actually finishing that One Block Wonder,
that's perfect.
That's when it comes in handy.
Yep.
New blade, people. Don't want to be hacking away. And you'll need your mat, your ruler, whatever you like. As we go through the months, you may find a ruler that's suggested to make your life easier. So think about that.
Do we want to mention that paper piecing? Or do we want to surprise them with that?
No, no surprises. Okay. Later on, you'll be doing some foundation paper piecing. And this is like towards the end, I think. It's been a long time since I looked at Emma. And you'll learn how to do it. The only thing you'll need for that is we'll supply you with the pattern printed out on the paper.
And we're going to give you, I think we'll do a couple different options. Because there's more than one block that uses paper piecing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do one block that's got the Quilter Select printed piece, and then we'll do another one that's just using regular old paper piecing, foundation paper piecing.
That way you have a chance to get used to different options and see which one you like better.
Mm-hmm. And it's very simple. And the only thing you'll need for that is I would strongly recommend you get an add-a-quarter ruler because it just makes life easier. I can show you how to do it without it, but I have 3 different ones, people, different sizes.
Are we out of those?
Could be.
I was going to say, I didn't think we were out. But yeah, you can get them as long as 18 inches. You can get 12. You can get 6. They're all the same quarter, but so
they are fabulous.
This is the add-a-quarter, and why is it called add-a-quarter?
With your paper foundation, there's a little lip on here that's 1/4 inch, and when you fold it back and you slide it in and you cut it off, you'll have your 1/4 inch built in. Love these things. We can cheat and get by. Why? These things are marvelous, believe me. And if you're lucky, you'll get hooked on foundation paper piecing. And then Chris Hobbs patterns are next for Hobbs Designs, but that's a horse of another color.
Hey, what if we started a Chris Hobbs of the Month club where we did one pattern a month?
One pattern?
You're
an entire quilt?
Let's get us through this one before we start panicking.
Okay.
Excuse me. It'll take you a while. Her patterns are fantastic, but that's foundation paper piecing, and you'll get hooked on it. It is the way to go. And that's further down the line. So there's lots of good things going on with Emma. I'm glad we're going with it finally. And also, it's not going to take me long to explain how to put this block together. So we're going to do pets, my little pet tricks. Like this.
It's better than pet peeves.
I don't have peeves. If I gripe, you'll know. Things
New
like
Jersey notifications.
you bet. I am a Jersey girl, so it comes out all the time. But what is this 1/4 inch thing? Is it a unicorn? Does it really exist? I cannot tell you what my seam allowance is, and my piecing is spot on. So you'll learn that. You'll learn the good way to thread your sewing machine if you don't have an automatic threader. It works, doesn't it, Steph?
It works once I learned it.
I still can't do it because I've only tried it like twice.
But I've done it, and the thing is, I always had the hardest time because I have progressive trifocals. So I'm going like this, and it's like I need the strongest ones up here. But once I was like, okay, I got it. Oh my gosh, this thing works.
See, you'll learn that. We'll do all kinds of fun things. This has got to be fun. If it's no fun, why do it? But there'll be things you want, and I hope to learn from you guys too.
So, sorry, keep going.
No, I just said share your thoughts. It's not just putting this block together. We're all going to be better quilters.
Communicators?
I hear the term sewers is bad because you look at it and it's sewers. And we're not sewers. We're sewists. Quilters. We'll learn new tips, tricks, and have a good time. And if we can't laugh, I'm sorry.
And by the end of the year, you will have put together an 86 by 86 inch quilt.
It's huge.
And not end of 22.
So
the end of the sewing year.
12-month period. 12-month period. Now, if you cannot commit to, like, you just can't come in and do this, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be picking up that month's block. So some of the incentives that we're doing is if you finish the previous month's blocks. So remember, you get this block, but you need to do what, 4 of these guys to do the quilt?
There's 2 for this month.
2. Mm-hmm. So what we're doing is we're saying if you finish your blocks from the previous month and you come in and you show them to us during that block of the month time, then you get like $5 off, I think I said.
Yep.
Like
$5 off the next.
Off that month's block. So if you finished, like let's say we started last month and you brought in last month's blocks and showed us your blocks, then you get $5 off this block. At this month. I hope that makes sense.
It's sort of like you're getting paid to do your homework.
There you go.
Correct.
You'll get this kit in August. Bring it back in September finished, so that when you get your September kit, you get $5 off.
There you go. She explained it better, which is why she's going to be. Well, I am teaching it in Iowa Falls, so I'm so sorry.
But you're doing it a week later, so if you pay attention to Pat,
that's right.
Maybe I'll just recruit Pat into coming with me and just have her duplicate it.
We did have a question if the your pet tricks were going Pat's pets are going to feature any particular animals from your home.
No. No dogs will be brought in. Although
dogs have been used in the process of making this quilt.
But they would love it. No, it's just I couldn't think of, pet ideas. So my Pat's pets, and I'm a dog person, and yes, I have real children also.
We just don't hear about them. Just the animals.
Not yet, anyway.
So this is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You'll learn a lot. I'll learn from you. And if you can't make that Saturday, which is the 3rd Saturday at 10:30, if you let the shop know when you're coming in between time, I live down the street and around the corner. And if I'm available, I can pop in and explain it. You might miss out on Pat's pets because a lot of those might just be on the fly. Who knows? But I can come in and help you out.
And if you guys can't make every month and you just want the quilt, I have a gal from Florida that just wants the quilt. So I'm working with her to figure out how to do that so we can get that sent out to her. So if you just don't want to do a block of the month, we will either ship it to you monthly or we'll figure something else out. So.
And we do have a couple more spots left. We don't have a whole lot. We don't have a whole lot, but if you are interested, let us know because we can. I'd hate to have you decide down the road that you want it and it's not there anymore.
Exactly. That's right.
You snooze, you lose, people.
That's right. So if you're not signed up, sign up. If you are, get that machine going and humming. Get all the supplies you need.
Get it good and cleaned out.
You bet. and we're going to have fun.
And if you act now, if you really want a good, clean machine, bring it into us here, either at Story City or Iowa Falls, and we'll get the guys to take a look at it, get it all squared away for you so it is shiny, brand new-ish, and awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's either location because we now have people working on both locations, at least for a little while.
Yep.
So I'll see you guys third Saturday in August. Be prepared.
All right.
Ah.
Thank you, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
That's so cool. So the other thing, so we just talked about getting your machines nice and clean. We just got in this really cool book. It's called Sewing Machine Reference Tool. And it goes through a troubleshooting guide and loving your sewing machine again. So it just goes through like what to do, kind of how to clean it. I haven't read all the way through it, but it's spiral bound, so it lays flat. Pat has this, and she says it's an amazing book. So this is just a really great resource for you guys to have. Now, I do recommend you still getting your machine serviced at least once a year, if not more, depending on how much you sew. So this is not, I wouldn't say this is instead of. This is just to maintain in addition to. Absolutely. So very important that you guys go through and get your machines serviced. Sorry, I'm just reading it now.
Now she's reading. Not a good time to do
Okay.
that.
So Steph came in, and I was kind of giving her the rundown of kind of things we're talking about. And I said, I'm not telling you about one thing because I wanted her live reaction when I revealed this something. Because when I was looking at stuff around the shop and I looked at something and I go, you know what, I've never actually looked at that and like investigated exactly what it's supposed to be used for, even though the name itself is a clue of what it's supposed to be used for. And it's a Marty Michelle tool, which why I never did is dumbfounding to me, right? But you get so much stuff in that you kind of get overwhelmed.
Uh-huh.
So I grabbed Marty Michelle's, what she calls my favorite mitering ruler. We have two of these guys. It's hard to see.
And
It's clear.
we got them because somebody had requested that we get them because they said, oh yeah, that's a wonderful tool.
They never actually picked it up.
No, they didn't.
They didn't, but that's okay.
That's why we have the two.
That's okay.
But because we haven't demonstrated anything.
Because we never read to see what it actually does.
Right.
However, my favorite mitering tool would give you a clue as to what it's for.
I'm assuming it's for mitering.
It is. Well, her and Dwayne, her husband, were working on her quilt, which we're going to show you here in a little bit, I think.
Yeah, well, just the fact that I still have changes.
She's modifying.
It got its name.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
So they were trying to, last week, they were trying to get the miters just right, blah, blah, blah. Look in there. Open. Keep opening.
Steph, you should have used this for your quilt.
It explains exactly how to cut or mark your fabric, your border fabrics, to do a perfect mitered border. It explains exactly how you should sew it on there using all of her, Marty's perfectly engineered stuff. She's got these little holes in the quarter. It just is all. It's one of those things.
We did this in the store. That's what kills me.
Okay, we've had this for like 2 years. No joke. And we can't sell it because we don't know how to use it, obviously. So next week, we're going to demo this thing. Okay. I didn't have enough time to go through it, read it, understand it all to do a demo this week. But we are going to demo this thing next week and see just how amazing it is. Because we all know Marty Michelle stuff is amazing.
It's always amazing, and it always has a purpose. So that in itself, yeah. You know, this app, or not app, but this little emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I use that a lot, by the way.
I know. They like your two favorite ones.
Mm-hmm.
This is one,
mm-hmm.
and I think the other one was, no, I don't use that one. I use the eyes to the ceiling kind of one.
Yeah. The roll your eyes
Those,
one.
Yeah.
Or like, oh gosh, I can't believe. Yeah. So
my life. Either one of them would work in this particular case.
Both of them. So we will be demonstrating that, and this is why, because your reaction was priceless, by the way. That's what I was going for. That was awesome. Because I had the same exact reaction as I'm looking over there going, well, what's this all about?
Just yeah, shake your head.
So Cooper,
Meanwhile, Marty's going,
duh, girls. So meanwhile, Cooper has done mitered borders. I've done mitered borders. You guys have done mitered borders. Pat's done mitered borders. All the while that tool's been sitting right over there in eye range or whatever, view. From right here. As we're struggling. Come on, people. Sometimes.
Yes, sign me up for the idiot club.
Sometimes there's not a full box of crayons here.
Well, okay. Yeah, I don't think I could take that.
Oh, man. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in that crayon class that we talked about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
A week ago?
It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, go back to a couple shows ago and you'll see what we're talking about. So.
Oh, brother.
All right, what else we got?
Tanta seems to like the idea of a mitered tool.
Do we want to do? I think we should wait for the stuff for next time.
Okay.
Because we're getting along in time, and I'm hungry.
Okay.
And
well, can I show them one thing?
Oh yes,
okay.
Please.
Okay. So this you guys have seen repeatedly. Why? Because it just doesn't get done. So what I did...
It's like the kid that keeps going to college. Changing their major.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be a doctor. Now I think I want to be a lawyer.
I'm just going to add to it. I'm just going to keep adding. Well, you know what I talked about? My applique?
She appliqued!
I did it. So all of these little triangle thingies are appliqued on.
And it looks beautiful.
So yeah, that's what this is the bottom of the quilt.
So you changed
and this is my miter that I should have done. You can see on that side why we should have used the thing.
This.
So anyway, that's how this is. Those have to stay on because that's when I have to do one more sewing strip before we can do it. Before we can do anything. But the name of this quilt, the fabric line is Dreamin'.
From Northcott.
From Northcott by
Stephanie
Brandberg.
Mm-hmm.
And so this I decided to call I Just Can't Stop because I keep adding more and more to it. So the title of the whole thing is I Just Can't Stop Dreaming.
That's cute. So I just can't stop dreaming. And she's writing a pattern for this guy. So this is not just...
Which is not as easy as it might sound.
Yeah. So, especially if you keep adding to it.
Well, I think I am, other than having to finish the one little extra strip of sewing this down so I don't have the open parts up here, I am pretty much done with this little dude.
And Jan, if you're watching, we're going to see if you can quilt it for us, but you just can't quilt down the prairie points that are flapping.
Flapping. It's like little penguin flappers.
Ooh, that would be cute on that. Little flaps.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. Okay. So you guys be looking for the near future, an amazing pattern. And I can't wait to show Stephanie that because Stephanie will be at some of the vending shows that we do. And I really can't wait for her to see that because I think she's going to be super impressed because that's her fabric line.
Some more fabrics.
Yeah. So I need to check with Northcott and see if they have that still available.
Otherwise, we might use the other two colors and see what we can come up with.
We'll see.
It might be interesting.
We'll see. Okay, food. I'm hungry.
Okay, so today was the taco egg bake.
Yes, and I love spicy, and Steph does not. So, and she was like making this. It's got what's
the only real spice is taco spice, but it's out of the register. But the thing is, it has a ton of chilies in it, and I am not a big chili person. So it's got chilies. It's got tomatoes that also had chilies in it.
Does it have onions in it?
No onions.
Was it supposed to have onions in it?
No.
What?
It has sausage. It has cheese. It has more cheese.
Okay,
it has
it's a
half and half.
It's like
water, taco seasoning.
I'm perplexed.
It did not ask for onions. I did not add them. I'm trying to follow the rules. But you guys know how hard it is for me to follow the rules.
She likes to go her own route, and that's just fine.
I do. Especially when I can't find it. I think it's up here.
That is
taco
egg bake.
So it has...
So for those of you...
12 eggs, tomatoes, chilies, a yellow pepper. There's also a yellow pepper in here. 2 cups of half and half. pound and a half of breakfast sausage, 4 cups of cheddar or taco cheese, but they also highly recommend that you have extra on that. And 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning and a 1/3 cup of water. Now, all that being said, I was also supposed to have the taco seasoning in with the sausage, and I sort of forgot that part, and I got all right with the cheese on top of the sausage. So, we'll see.
It's not spicy at all.
It's not spicy. It's very peppery. It's not bad. I mean, really, it's better than what I was expecting.
It's really good. But it's got a lot of cheese on it. So yeah. I would like...
You can add or subtract things as you want to. And I will tell you, in the pan that I had, it's about the biggest... You know how they had, say, 9x13, but they vary in size? Mm-hmm. I would probably say it was in my largest 9x13 pan. And it was getting near the top. And you can add or subtract. If you're not as big a chili person, you could throw... And when I first took it out, this is now down about 1/2 inch from the top. It was at the top, if not over a little bit.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're hungry, that'll fill you up.
Yeah. So it works well. So if you're not a tomato person, I'm sure you could substitute. If you'd rather have onions or you want to add something other than sausage, I'm sure you could do ham or
it's like tacos. You do tacos, burritos, you throw anything in. So if you love Mexican food, this is the egg baked dish for you.
It is, and it's like I said, it's better than I expected. It really was a whole lot of chilies. I was not that excited about the chilies, but
it's good.
I think it's pretty good.
It's very good.
And it was fun watching how much of the, when you add the 1/2 to the eggs, they just sort of get bigger. I mean, you're mixing it, obviously, but it was just sort of fun. It was good.
Very good. Well done, Country Register. Yeah. Another winner for us. And it's kind of nice having a non-sweet.
Yes. I was in the mood for something sweet tonight.
Actually, no. It's never. I'm lying, guys. It's always good to have something sweet.
Well, next week we want cinnamon rolls.
Is that the next one?
No. I want it to be, but it's not. I don't know. I think maybe next week is strawberry something.
Ooh. Oh, is it strawberry shortcake?
Uh-uh.
Well,
read along. Everybody have to read your paper to find out what it could be. There's a couple of options, so you still don't know.
So I love me some strawberry shortcake. Yeah, you know who makes the best strawberry shortcake in like a restaurant setting or a burger joint setting? A place called Burgerville.
Oh,
back home.
Back home.
Mm-hmm. They make fabulous strawberry shortcake. Ooh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's also this one.
No, we're not telling you. Guys have to come back next week.
You guys don't know what it is. Okay. There.
Ooh.
So
that's actually. Oh my gosh! Is that like our last year's debacle?
No. No. This one, if it's anything like my mom's, is really good.
Okay. If you remember,
is not
okay, so there has been one recipe that we tried that was,
and yet you ate your version of it. We just discovered that French dressing, strawberries, and mushrooms should not be friends.
No,
and even in your version, it was not because you used balsamic vinegar, which was
balsamic vinegar and strawberries is amazing together.
I'm not saying that's bad,
but with the French dressing, it's.
But the French dressing is an unfair rule that's not. No one should be doing that.
That's just gross. All right, you guys. I think that's all we have for this evening. What time are we at? 7:18, 7:20.
We just hit 7:20.
So, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with the best quilt shop owners here in Story City and Iowa Falls.
We will see you next week. Same so time, same so place.
Bye, guys.
Bye.